Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Furtado Experience. My name is Justin Furtado, and this is the podcast that leaves you feeling more conscious, more engaged, and more fulfilled in your life to make a bigger impact around you. So, testing different things. So, in today's episode, as you can see in the title, it's about being true to ourselves, being true to yourself, and really defining, what in the world does that mean? Because I was, as I was writing, I was like, I can put $1 million, or I'll put my life savings that you've heard, be true to yourself or be yourself, some sort of phrase like that. And it's like, what does that even really mean? And honestly, a lot of times, I kind of talk about it, around it, but yesterday I actually asked myself, what do I actually really want to enjoy? And I want to give you kind of the context and the scenario and the situation, of course, that I'm in, and then what I'm kind of thinking about. So yesterday, I'm currently listening to Atomic Habits by James Clear, and on my way to work yesterday, I was listening to the book, and he was telling a story about, in this chapter particularly, was about genes, motivations, habits, and he was talking about Michael Phelps and the sprinter. I can't remember the sprinter's name, but essentially Michael Phelps has a very long. He's 6'4", a perfect body for swimming is what he was talking about, and the other guy who's a sprinter is 5'9", right? And if they swap sports, they would be awful about that sport. So a lot of times, why do we, put ourselves in situations where we're maybe a Michael Phelps in one area of our life, but then we try and we look over here because maybe our peers think it'll look cooler that we're sprinting instead of swimming. And that kind of got me thinking, and honestly, it's been something that I've been thinking about recently. I really have enjoyed, working on impacting my own business and whatnot. But something that I've been thinking about is it doesn't feel authentic to me, and this is just being real, to always be selling myself, like selling a product, and it doesn't come naturally to me. And life is very long, but also very short at the same time, and I don't want to spend time doing it feeling like I'm not in alignment with myself. So I'm really right now, I'm honestly trying to figure it out and really figure out what is in alignment for me. I've been working with youth for a while, and I love coaching basketball. That's something that I know for a fact brings me so much joy, but it's really hard to get in the door and get good paying basketball coaching jobs that pay the bills right out of the gates. So how can I continue to focus on that? But I do love, what I do love is I love creating content. I love collaborating and having conversations. The podcasting, I went back and I was I just had so much fun with Better World Challenge before I really wanted to, make it all about business and all about, making revenue and money. And I love, podcasts and being able to interview people and collaborate, have conversations. I love problem solving, whether I have an idealistic and naive look at the world. And it still just brought me so much joy to do that. So I really want to spend my time doing that a little bit more, not even a little bit more, just shift that to my priorities. And right now I'm obviously a substitute teacher, and I think it's giving me the perfect opportunity to be flexible in my role of number one, figuring out, okay, maybe I do want to be a teacher. Maybe it's high school, maybe it's middle school. I don't think it's not lower elementary. If it was elementary, it'd probably be 4th, 5th, but just an opportunity to explore. I'm only 23 years old. I just want to continue exploring what's out there in the world. And for me, talking to you and giving you prompts, I'm just curious, what's working in your life, what is actually bringing you joy, and what is something that you're I don't know. I just think, even it doesn't even matter what your age is, right? It's number one, obviously you gotta have a job and make enough money, and right, that's obviously number one. But you can kind of hopefully you can get to pick and choose some of what you get to do in terms of work, and what you value. And for me, I really miss being on a team, and I've honestly been going subbing at the same locations for a couple times in a row. It's really nice to kind of get to build those relationships, and I really enjoy and value in-person work, which is also something I've learned this last quarter as someone that I was doing a lot of online business stuff, and I'm like, this just like, it's not it's just not me. Like, it's not like, I don't need the value. I think it's great for it might be great for future me, but in this part of my life, I'm like, I don't know, right? And I, you're like, I got to be like Albert Einstein in my own life. I got to question everything, right? But at the same time, I also want to look at things through a lens of what is really bringing me the most joy in this part of my life right now, and what do I need? And so it's a great month of December to spend a lot of time reflecting, and I'm going to reflect a lot over the next coming weeks. So, this will be a little bit of a shorter episode, but I really just want to leave you with, there's so much out there in the world that tells you how to live your life, what to do, but it's really, a lot of it's about going kind of within and asking yourself, like, what do you actually want to do? And I know I have the begin within stuff, and I've actually beginning within and really asking myself, like, what is true to me? So that's what I got for you guys today. And just being true to yourself. Like, what does that even mean to you? What does an average day look like? When you're actually, you're paying the bills and you're getting to do what you love. So just some food for thought. Would love to hear from you what you thought about this episode. And also, if I'd love to just have a conversation. I love talking to people. Like, that is one thing that I know I do love and enjoy, is talking and shooting the shit. So sending y'all some love. Happy December. It's crazy. It's got a month left. Do some reflecting, be inquisitive into your own life, be curious, and go out and make an impact. So cheers, y'all. I will see you soon.